Strategic management is a systematic evaluation process of your business. Here, long term activities, goals, and objectives are defined, and very importantly, strategies are developed to achieve the objectives, and resources are allocated to implement them. It's used to determine the starting from the point where your business is, where you're gonna go, and the most important, what decisions you must make along the way to achieve it. This is applicable to small and large organizations because even the small organizations have competition. And by formulating and implementing appropriate strategy, they can achieve them. Strategic management provides a better perspective to the employees of an organization. This helps them to understand how their works fits into the entire organization plan and how they relate to the other members. Employees become more trustfully engaged and satisfied. This is because they can understand every task in the organization. In the organization, managers and employees must do the right thing appropriately. They must be both effective and efficient. There are four essential phases that make a strategic management. We have environmental analysis. These are the strengths and weaknesses of a business. Then the formulation of the strategy. For this, we must take into account the reason that move us, define the objectives and the desired results, the deadlines, the company policies, and a set of strategies to implement, and the resources that will be necessary to achieve it. Implementation of the strategy is the next step. Based, based of the on planning each step, design a specific procedures and allocating sufficient budget for each of them. The next one is evaluation and control. Here we make sure that we don't deviate from the objectives and the strategies is being implemented and that the strategy is being implemented correctly. The four phases combined are a powerful diagnostic and analysis tool, key in making decisions that affect the business. So their implementation generates as a consequence the efficiency in the manage of any business type. Strategic management offers many benefits, including identifying, prioritizing, and exploring opportunities. For example, the latest product markets and forays into business lines are only possible if companies indulge in strategic planning. After this, strategic planning, strategic management allows companies to have uh, an objective view of the activities they carry out. In addition, to do a cost benefit analysis to determine if the company is profitable. By this, we are not referring only to financial benefits, but also to profitability evaluation that that has to do with evaluating whether the business is strategic aligned with your objectives and priorities. The key point to note here is that strategic management allows a company to target its market and its customers, ensuring that you are using the correct strategic management. SWOT analysis is a strategic planning tool widely used by companies. It consists of carrying out an internal analysis, reviewing the strengths and weakness, and the external analysis, reviewing the opportunities and the threats of the company. The word SWOT is created from the initials letter of the terms that we have mentioned: strengths, opportunities, weakness, and threats. The SWOT analysis is like a medical checkup. It's important to do it regularly to determine the health of our company, and it's part of the strategic planning of the company. It's recommended to do it every 6 or 12 months to determine where we are strong and what we can improve, what elements are in line with the growth of the company, and what factors are affecting it, to modify them or just to delete them. Strengths and weakness, being internal factors, are under control. Are they are under our control, so we can determine if they remain, are improved, or delete. The internal health of the company depends on these factors. If it's good, it will have a good projection towards users or consumers, and if it's bad, they will also notice it. The opportunities and threats are external factors, so they do not depend on us, but on how we take advantage of them or attract them. This can mean the difference between us and the competitions, between growing or declining. It's necessary to carry out an action plan with achievable objectives and delimited by dates to ensure compliance with the strategies created from the SWOT analysis. At this point, it's also important to indicate the order of priorities of the strategy based on the order of priorities of weakness and traits. Planning has three simple levels. Each of them is very different from the other, which complement each other, must be well present, and that all must exist. Therefore, we can think of a pyramid with three compartments to graphically define these three levels. The first one, it's strategic. Focus on long-term visions. The objectives, mission, vision, and values are defined. It's usually carried out at the very high level, and we must find the necessary support to be able to carry out the project. Second, it's tactical. It consists of a medium term vision in which we will go into detail of the above. We must define the resources we have and what their measurement will be to check if we are achieving what we want or not. And the last one is operational. It would be short-term vision and the execution of the previously planned. It mainly answered the how question, and at this level we will detail how we are going to carry out the task, with what tools we're going to work on, and how are they going to be used.